Hello, hello, and how are you, my dear ones? I get so many messages. Grace, we all want to hear what you have to say. Please say something. Okay, so I've decided to make a video for the full moon in Aries for October 1st, 2020. I call this month Once in a Blue Moon Magic. Yes. In astrology, when you look closely what's going on, boy, it's really intense. But all I have to tell you with all these readings, my conclusion is that Archangel Michael says, do not give in to all these astrological energies. You are the creator. Do not give in to fear. Don't be afraid. Do what you need to do, create your reality, and be happy. By doing this, you're raising your vibration to higher frequencies, not just for yourself and for the people surrounding you, but globally speaking. And it's noticed in the universe. So do not think small. And yes, the sign of Aries is me, and me. And I'm going on instinct, what's good for me. I'm jumping in, no matter what. And if it doesn't work, I'm jumping out. But I'm trying. That's action. That's an individual. The unique, wonderful individual. So what is important for you? What you need to change? What you need to give up on? What you need to free yourself from to be fully happy? Or what you need to increase in order in your life to be fulfilled? So this full moon is like one big light on one side in one corner, and the other corner is the full moon in Taurus on October 31st. If it's two full moons, we say it's a blue moon. So on the 31st, in the time of a Halloween, which even brings more magic, once in a blue moon. So on the first day, a full moon, and on the last day is a full moon. Boy, oh boy. Moon represents feelings, emotions. So yes, we're gonna be very emotional. The logic, analyzing stuff, yes, being practical, important. But here we're gonna feel very deeply what's important for us. What we need to change. Pluto, the planet of transformation, is going forward on October 4th in 22 degrees in a sign of Capricorn. Boy, oh boy, again. Us and the government, you and restrictions, for example. It's all gonna be addressed. It's gonna be addressed this month. But we're starting with you. Now, just to remind you, before I show the messages and explain what they mean, that the blue moon is every couple years. But the blue moon and Halloween happens every 18 to 19 years, which makes them even more rare. Wow, the magic is in the air. I don't know if you feel it, but even when I'm saying this, boy, oh boy, I feel it. What you have in the front of you is something that I found today in my closet, which I absolutely didn't expect. I guess this I purchased in South Carolina many years ago. And I was looking for something, and I said, boy, isn't this perfect? Swimming with the sharks. Yes, Nemo, a little fishy Nemo here and there, but mainly we're swimming with the sharks. That's October for you, okay? October 2020. And we could be speaking for a long time about this, but definitely it's time to end something in order to begin something else. Of course, karma also is in a play in October, because we have already Saturn going forward, and Jupiter is forward moving, and then Pluto is joining them on October 4th. So yes, boom, let's play the game called life. So the very first message that you have for this full moon, which really is the beginning, the first day of October, 1st October 10, in the universal year 22, means what you're gonna manifest, what you're gonna start. But as I always say, when we start something, we need to end something else, so we can begin with something new. When one door closes, many others open up. So here is, this is Sylvia Brown cards that I use very, very rarely, dealing with depression. So obviously, either you dealing with your own depression, or you dealing with the depression of somebody who you know, who is maybe very dear to your heart. But depression, that's the emotions, instead of showing them up, okay, outside, we're turning them inside. So we maybe don't express our feelings, our thoughts. We don't pay attention to our feelings, and before we know, boom, we're depressed. I always say that the best way to get out is go outside, see the light, walk in nature, hug the trees, walk on the grass or sand, watch something funny, be with the funny, positive, optimistic people, and laugh a lot and enjoy your life. And even better idea is to help somebody else, somebody who really needs your help, but who doesn't bring you down. Boy, I felt that. Down like a rock on the bottom of the ocean, man. And we have some rocks too. I don't know if you see it, but the rocks there. Okay. So depression. Now, the next one is living with grief. And it's like a sunset. Here is the palm tree, and here is the sailboat, and it's just sad. So depression could be because you lost somebody really dear. Now, maybe it's really on the other side, or perhaps, which sometimes is even worse, is still alive, but there is no how, no way to communicate with this person. This may be mother, father, or whomever, child, etc. And maybe you lost your love, your relationship, your friendship, your favorite business, job, etc. And you feeling depressed. Now, with all this, what's going on right now in the world, including don't travel, don't do this, don't do that, and be afraid, because you may catch it. Many people getting depressed. That's a very serious problem. So if you feel that way, obviously the next message makes sense. Work through mental pain. So maybe you're thinking too much, okay? Maybe you're worrying too much. Maybe you don't even know what to think anymore. And you even more depressed and sad and isolating yourself because you're afraid to go outside. Be like this one, action, and like the full moon in Aries. Me, I'm coming out of this crowd full of fear, full of the worst phobias and being scared all the time. Living in fear. No, I'm not doing that. I'm out. I'm not fearful. I'm not afraid. I want to live my life. Yes, I want to be responsible, not for myself, but also for the others. But I absolutely refuse to live in fear and depression, or being dependent on alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, or who knows what else. You see this guy here? This guy, he says, that's enough. I'm not going to be afraid of swimming because I just learned how to swim and I know how to dive deep to my heart. I know what's good for me, what's not, and I'm ready to swim with the sharks. Some of you now in the sun, in the sign of Libra, looking for the truth. And it's a very good idea because Mercury is in a sign of Scorpio. Digging deep, I hear, for the truth, to get the balance that the sign of Libra means. Balance, harmony, but that inner balance is the most important thing. When you balance internally, you're happy, you're fulfilled, because your scales are even. So it's no disharmony, no lack of balance. But in order to have this, it's big time sign, truth. Truth will set you free. So don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to ask tough questions, because you need for your own well-being, for your own mental and emotional health. Very important. And what can I say? In order to find this truth, you need to eliminate deceit. Which means that you've been either you've been deceiving yourself, not being truthful with your own self about something, like living in an illusion, or somebody else is deceiving you. And yes, I see 3 people. 1, 2, 3. So for some of you, you being deceived, or you being deceiving someone, which is possible too. It takes 2 to tango. Here is 3. And it's like, this guy, yeah, I want to be myself, I want to be happy. This one is lurking. That one is, okay, what's going on? So, of course, every single one of you means something different, okay? But the message is very clear. Eliminating deceit. She has that broom and says, no. Deceit, lies, cheats doesn't belong in this home anymore. Doesn't belong to me. Boom, out. And I asked And I have 3 messages from the Souls cards, which I absolutely love, 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 and use them in my readings. The first one is happiness, and these dolphins, which reminds us, they reminding us of our gifts and talents, of who we truly are. To be yourself is the base. No mask, no lies, no clutter, but clear honesty, clear truth, and happiness. And you're not gonna know what depression is. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. The easiest way to chart this path is to follow your bliss. Life is full of choices and opportunities. The signposts are always there, but you have to acknowledge them and have the courage to follow them. Be mindful of how happiness will affect every aspect of your life on your path. It may be time to be truthful with your soul self. Listen to its language and pay attention that there is someone or a scenario holding you back from experiencing complete happiness. Even though it may be painful to admit, you need to be completely truthful. Do you see? Did you hear? It is a beautiful confirmation of what I told you before. And then discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Of course, you are the creator. Your soul has a goal, but it has also chosen to incarnate into a world of distractions. So this is a great opportunity to reevaluate your priorities and go about your daily tasks with a new system of managing your life instead of being the passive recipient of whatever comes your way. Distraction can easily get us off the work of our soul. And if we give in to this apathetic impulse, we can miss many well-placed and pre-planned teachings needed for our inherent growth. You know? What can I say? Isn't this beautiful? And finally, the cherry and the cake. Fulfillment. Look at her. Look how she is comfortable. She listens to her heart. She enjoys her life. Joy abounds in all areas of my life. So deep satisfaction and emotional happiness will be unfolding in your life. What a good news, my dear ones. Soon you will be reaping inner and outer riches and opportunities. Honor your success and enjoy the fruits of your labor, of course. So, you planted the seeds, nurture, and care for them, and now it's time to harvest the rewards. And by the way, this full moon, which I'm realizing now, is the harvest moon. Yeah, on October 1st, that's the harvest moon. So here we go. Okay, so what this means additionally, that whatever you've been doing, when all these planets, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, were retrograding, now slowly you're gonna be reaping the rewards, good or bad, good karma, bad karma, success or failures. You're gonna see what you produced, because now it's time to harvest the rewards. So hopefully it's only good karma and you're gonna be absolutely happy and fulfilled. If you harbor perfectionist qualities within you, it's often difficult to experience deep satisfaction. If you are self-critical, it's hard to experience contentment. Remember this: who you are is good enough. The secret of fulfillment is to practice positive thoughts because they connect you to your soul. From an attitude of joy, your desires can be fulfilled. So you can do this mantra: joy abounds in all areas of my life. Wow, reaping rewards. I like this. So basically, how you gonna feel at this time, very emotional time, about yourself, about your life, who belongs in your life, and who was deceiving you, and you need to do something about it. You need to feel like this. And if you feel any less, this doesn't belong together. Okay, this is the opposite. Hey, I'm depressed, I don't know what to do, and this. Do you see the difference? And full moon, boy, will show you what area in your life you're truly happy and you're blooming, and what area needs to change. The scenery, the situation need to end or change or transform, because that's where you're going, towards the time of changes and transformations, to be happy, to be fulfilled, to enjoy your life. Because that's exactly what your soul wants and needs. Have a magical full moon in Aries. Have a magical October 2020. I'm sending you lots of love, kisses, hugs, and until we meet again.